You've only got to look on the back of any of these popular products to find their logo hiding there. But that's not all. The actual Unilever logo is made up of 25 smaller logos, each with a rich meaning. A strand of hair or an ice cream representing various brands to more obscure references, like this bee. Can borrowed $1,900 to buy a tiny pizza place called Dominic's. 5 years later, he bought 2 more locations. The former owner refused Tom the permission to use his name in the franchise, so Tom turned it into Domino's. The dice in the logo represent the first restaurant that he bought, followed by the next 2, and he had planned on adding numbers on every new opening. This was before he realized how big the franchise would become. It was Rob Janoff who was tasked with creating the Apple logo back in 1977. Janoff bought a bag of apples and spent the week sketching them, trying to represent the perfect angle where the fruit couldn't be mistaken for a cherry. This was when he added a bite mark and stumbled across the similarity between bite and bite. This was definitely a selling point for Steve Jobs.
Wikipedia. If we had been honest during our graduation speech, we would have thanked Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, for our degree. We can find everything about anything on this website, including what its logo means. You have probably seen this globe made of symbols and jigsaw pieces during research for your paper. But what does it mean? Once again, Wikipedia has the answer. Each letter or character represents the multilingualism of the website. Most of them represent the first letter of the word Wikipedia as the Latin letter W. When we bring all these cultures together, this is how we can acquire even more knowledge. The logo was first simplified in 2003, but this is why we could see mistakes in different languages. It was later corrected in 2010. But why is the globe still incomplete on top? It represents the articles and the languages yet to be added. And as there are always new things to invent and discover, this globe will never be complete. And that's the beauty of learning.
Next up we have Gillette. Gillette is the largest razor blade company in the world, making 70% of all razor blades produced. The logo looks so simple you might be wondering how it could have any story to it. But if you look closely at the Gillette logo, you'll see the G and the I have been cut. This is to represent the sharpness and precision of their razor blades. The logo used to be less interesting, but this was apparently said to be too threatening because of its dark colors and bold font. The company is one of the largest in America and sells millions of razor blades all around the world every day, so it's safe to say that this logo change was a good idea.
The first 2 letters in the computer company's name symbolize a digital waveform, and the IO is designed to look like a 1 and a 0, representing binary and the mix of analog and digital. Also, the melody that sounds on startup actually derives from the dial tone sounds on a telephone keypad on typing VAIO. Always aiming to please, Amazon designed their logo to represent a smile, projecting a sense of satisfaction in their brand. Not only that, but the arrow also starts at A and finishes at Z, implying that the company stocks every product you could possibly desire.
We have Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is the world's most popular soft drink, and despite it being one of the most famous logos in existence, there's a lot of misconceptions about it. Many believe that the cocoa part of the logo is to do with cocaine that used to be used in the product. And while the drink did have cocaine as an ingredient back in 1885 when it was made as a medical drink, the coca part of the logo is actually from coca leaves that are used as a vital part of the ingredients. And while a lot of people think that the cola plant of the logo is based on the flavor cola, this isn't true, as the flavor cola was based off Coca-Cola. The cola part of the logo is actually from cola leaves. Cola leaves are actually spelt with a K, but Coca-Cola's founder John S. Pemberton changed the K to a C simply to make the name look better. This is another luxury car brand logo, and the story behind this logo is rather romantic. In 1870, the creator of Mercedes-Benz, Gottlieb Daimler's wife, was on vacation and sent Gottlieb a postcard with a 3-pointed star on it. He liked the symbol and told his wife that he wanted the 3 points to symbolize his company's triumph over land, sea and air, as Mercedes used to make a lot more ships and aeroplanes than they do now. And while they may not have exactly triumphed over sea and air, they've definitely conquered land, as they're one of the largest car manufacturers in the world. So the creator creator's wife actually inspired the whole company's ethos as well as the company's logo, with just a simple postcard.
Bet you think the H logo is just the first letter of the South Korean car manufacturer Hyundai. Of course you do. But it actually represents two figures, the happy client shaking hands with the Hyundai salesman, cleverly projecting the subliminal message of a successful car purchase. The company started out making airplanes in 1916, and many think that the checkered pattern in its logo represents the spinning propellers of an airplane. But it is actually just the design of the Bavarian flag, the part of Germany where the company originated.